Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point, the Toyota 1.4D 4D engine, officially known as the 1ND-TV, is a significant engine in Toyota's history. It was Toyota's first diesel engine to feature an aluminum cylinder block, a move aimed at reducing weight and improving efficiency. Introduced in the European market around 2002, with the Yaris XP10 and XP20 Yaris Verso, it was designed to be compact, lightweight, dry weight is 99 kilograms, and deliver low emissions and excellent fuel consumption. It has been used in various Toyota models globally, including the Yaris, Corolla, Auris, Urban Cruiser, and Etios. History and versions. Introduction. The 1ND-TV debuted in 2002. Configuration. Inline 4-cylinder, 8-valve, SOHC, single overhead camshaft. This makes it somewhat simpler in valve train design compared to many 16-valve diesels. Displacement, 1.4 liters, 1,364 cubic centimeters. Cylinder block, aluminum with fused thin-walled cast iron liners. Toyota was an early adopter of an aluminum block for a diesel engine, aiming for weight reduction. Fuel system, common rail direct injection, primarily using Bosch components, which is a departure from Toyota's usual reliance on Denso for other D-4D engines. Turbocharger, varied over its production run. Early versions, e.g., Euro 3 used a fixed geometry turbocharger, FGT, with an intercooler. Later versions, e.g., Euro 4, V6 adopted a variable geometry turbocharger, VGT or VNT, with an electric actuator for improved response and efficiency across the rev range. Emission standards evolved from Euro 3 to Euro 6 compliance, incorporating features like EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, with coolers and catalytic converters, and eventually a diesel particulate filter, DPF, for Euro 5 and 6 models. Power and torque variations. Power output range from 68 PS, 50 kilowatts, in earlier FGT versions up to 90 PS, 66 kilowatts, in later VGT/Euro 6 compliant models. Torque outputs typically varied from 170 Nm to 205 Nm. Review and opinions. The 1ND-TV engine is generally regarded as a reliable and very economical small diesel engine, especially in its earlier, simpler forms. Its small size makes it well suited for compact cars, where its low weight aids handling and overall efficiency. Positive opinions. Excellent fuel economy. Consistently praised for its real-world fuel efficiency. Compact and lightweight. Contributes to agile vehicle dynamics and better overall efficiency. Reliability. Many owners report high mileage without major issues, particularly for earlier, non-DPF versions. It's often cited as one of Toyota's more dependable diesel engines, especially when compared to some of the larger AD series diesels. Sufficient performance for its class, provides adequate torque for urban driving and reasonable performance on the open road for a small car. Mixed/negative opinions. Refinement. While generally acceptable, it's a small diesel and can be a bit noisy or vibrate more at certain RPMs compared to larger, more refined units. Power output. For some, the power might feel limited in larger or heavier applications or when fully loaded. DPF issues. Later models, like most DPF-equipped diesels, models with a DPF can suffer from clogging if not driven appropriately, e.g., too many short city trips. Advantages. Outstanding fuel economy. One of its strongest selling points. High reliability, generally known for being a robust and durable engine, especially the pre-DPF versions. Lightweight design, improves vehicle handling and overall efficiency. Timing chain, utilizes a timing chain, which is typically designed to last the life of the engine, reducing maintenance costs compared to timing belts. Low emissions, meets increasingly stringent emissions standards in later versions. Good for city driving. Its torque and efficiency make it practical for urban environments. Disadvantages. Limited power. May feel underpowered in larger vehicles or for drivers seeking spirited performance. DPF vulnerability. later models, as with all DPF-equipped vehicles, frequent shore journeys can lead to DPF clogging, requiring costly regeneration or replacement. SKHC design. While simpler, some argue it's less efficient or powerful than a DOHC 16 valve setup. Engine noise/vibration can be noticeable, particularly at idle or under acceleration, compared to modern petrol or larger diesel engines. No reb bearing provided. Due to the alloy block and fused iron liners, overhauls with reb bearing are typically not provided by the manufacturer, meaning severe bore wear often necessitates block replacement. Faults and breakdowns, key issues. The 1ND TV is generally considered reliable, but some issues can occur. High oil consumption. Some 1ND TV engines, particularly later versions, have been reported to consume oil. This can sometimes be related to issues like stuck piston rings or turbocharger wear. DPF clogging for Euro 5-6 versions. Cause: insufficient DPF regeneration cycles due to prevalent short-distance driving or sensor failures. Symptoms: DPF warning lights, reduced engine power, limp mode, increased fuel consumption. Solution: forced regeneration, DPF cleaning, or eventual replacement. Prevention: regular longer drives at highway speeds to allow for passive and active regeneration. EGR valve carbon buildup. Cause: soot and carbon deposits from exhaust gas recirculation. Symptoms: reduced engine performance, rough idle, increased emissions, engine warning light. Solution: cleaning or replacement of the EGR valve and cooler. Crankcase ventilation system clogging can lead to oil leaking from under engine seals. Glow plug issues can seize in the aluminum head, making replacement difficult and risky, potentially requiring drilling out. This is more of an inconvenience, but can lead to warning lights and harder cold starts in very cold climates. Turbocharger issues. While not extremely common, turbocharger failures can occur, especially if oil changes are neglected or high mileage is accumulated. Injector problems. Common rail injectors can wear out or become clogged, particularly if poor quality fuel is used. Fuel consumption. This is where the 1ND TV truly shines. It is consistently one of the most fuel-efficient diesel engines in its class. Official combined cycle, e.g., Toyota Yaris 1.4D, 4D often quoted in the range of 4.0 to 4.5 L/100 km, around 60 to 70 mpg Imperial/50 to 58 mpg US. For example, a Euro 6 compliant Yaris 1.4D, 4D could achieve 23.25 km per liter, 66 mpg imp, 55 mpg US. Real-world driving. Owners frequently report achieving excellent fuel economy, especially on mixed or highway cycles. Highway driving can often drop into the high 3s or low 4s L/100 km. Combined/urban driving typically ranges from 4.5 to 6.0 L/100 km, depending on driving style and traffic. Timing. The 1ND TV engine uses a timing chain to drive its camshaft. Maintenance. Timing chains are designed to be maintenance-free and generally last the life of the engine, meaning no scheduled replacement intervals like with timing belts. This is a significant advantage in terms of long-term maintenance costs. Potential issues. While generally robust, like any chain, it can stretch over very high mileage or if proper lubrication, oil quality, and change intervals is neglected. Symptoms would include rattling noises from the engine. Oil type. For the 1ND TV, especially models equipped with a DPF, Euro 5/6, it is crucial to use low ash, low SAPS, sulfate ash, phosphorus, sulfur, synthetic diesel engine oil. Look for specifications such as ACES C2 or C3. Consult your owner's manual for the precise specification, as it can vary slightly by year and emission standard. Viscosity. The most commonly recommended viscosity is SAE 5W30. Other viscosities like 0W30 might be permitted in very cold climates. Oil capacity. Typically around 4.2 to 4.5 liters, including the filter, but always verify with the owner's manual for your specific vehicle and year. Change interval. Toyota generally recommends oil changes every 15,000 kilometers, approximate 9,000 miles, or 12 months, whichever comes first. However, given the importance of oil quality for the DPF and general engine longevity, especially for vehicles doing a lot of short trips, many mechanics and experienced owners recommend shortening this interval to 10,000 kilometers, or 6,000 miles. Versions. While the core 1ND engine remained a 1.4 L4 cylinder, its versions primarily differed in their power output, turbocharger type, and emissions compliance. Early FGT, fixed geometry turbo, versions, lower power output, typically Euro 3/4. Later VGT, variable geometry turbo, versions, higher power output and better response, designed for Euro 4, V, and ultimately Euro 6 standards, often incorporating DPFs. The 1ND was largely phased out of Toyota's European passenger car lineup as hybrid technology became more prevalent and demand for small diesels waned, but it served its purpose as a highly efficient and generally reliable workhorse for many years. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.